Tonight on EA Sports, it's a special prime time edition.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Haas under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Bowden. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Bowden. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good.
The score
and by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Haas. And that is incomplete here.
Haas's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Haas. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And Bowden going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Bowden. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Panthers 3, Saints 0.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. Haas. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Haas. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Haas. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Haas. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Haas's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haas. He stiff arms him. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Haas. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
That's good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Haas got his man complete over the middle. It's Alvarado. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Haas looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haas. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 31-0, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 33-27 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And to give this time to the tailback. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Panthers 6, Saints nothing.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
10-yard loss on the play.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Haas, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haas got a man and he hits him in stride. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Uses the stiff arm.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Haas finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To number 88. A gain of 11 on the
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Haas. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Haas. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Haas. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 11 now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, Haas over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Haas. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Haas. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Saints on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Able to slither by. They'll score on a 36-yard punt.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Adams.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll run it here with Adams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Haas. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offense. Defensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saint 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw on second down. Haas. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Haas firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the You can't have those kind of plays.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Looking to throw on second down. Haas. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
First and 10.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.